All right, the Bulls take on the Bucks, Game 5. That's going to be a 7:30 Eastern tip-off on Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. The Milwaukee Bucks are up 3-1 in the series. They're also the 10-point favorite at home with a total at 219.5. And following Monday's sports wagering action, we're now 7-1 in our last 8 board member tier package bets on BrockPage.com. $1,000 bettors are up over $5,300 during that span alone. And if you want to access today's board member tier package bet, the link for that play is in the description section below. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and welcome you to the video. My name is Brock Page and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal bets on BrockPage.com. If you want to see my current sports betting record, you can do that for free right now by going to the homepage. We currently have over 885 members who are signed up and active on that website right now. And guys, I have packages on that site starting at just $1.99. Now, if you want to know what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my webpage, well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side and total. And what I do on BrockPage.com is, well, actually share with you which one of these free which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally. So once again, what I do on my website is actually share with you which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally. Now, when it comes to this Game 5 breakdown here, it's actually the Bucks who've won by 20 points in their last 2 straight against Chicago. They won those games in convincing fashion. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's scoring 27.5 points a game in this series, along with 14.5 rebounds. Meanwhile, Drew Holiday is making 43% of his three-pointers in the series, along with 18 points a game. Now, the Bulls are currently winning 70% of their home games against divisional opponents. They've also done a terrific job of rebounding the basketball offensively this year. They're taking on a Chicago team who has themselves a losing record on the road this season, and they also rank amongst the worst in the NBA in offensive rebounding themselves. As a matter of fact, Chicago is currently dead last in the association right now in offensive boards on the road. When it comes to defensive play in this one, these guys have actually been pretty bad at guarding the three ball. They're currently in the bottom 5 in defending the three-pointer, and they're also amongst the worst in the Eastern Conference in defensive field goal percentage as well. Now, injury-wise, Caruso and Thomas may sit this one out here. Both are listed as questionable to play. Meanwhile, for Milwaukee, Hill is questionable. Middleton's still out. And when it comes to the total in this one, oddly enough, the Bulls are currently 90% to the under against Central Division opponents on the road. Meanwhile, the Bucks have seen 8 out of their last 10 divisional games at the Fiserv Forum fall under the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward Milwaukee -10. And the under 219.5. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup for the video. It is going to be Nuggets taking on the Warriors, Game 5. And that's going to be a 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Golden State's up 3-1 in the series. They're also -9 in this matchup. Total's 226. Now, the Warriors have been really tough to beat at home this season. Golden State's currently 33-10 straight up at the Chase Center, and they covered in 63% of those home games. And when it comes to defensive play in this one, there really hasn't been many teams in the league who've been tougher to score against in their own building than Golden State. The Warriors are leading the NBA in home defensive field goal percentage, and they allow only 103 points a night in their own building. Now, offensively, it's been Steph Curry who's been doing a whole lot of scoring in this series off the bench. Steph's averaging 27.5 points a game in the postseason, and he's also making nearly 40% of his three-pointers. And speaking of shooting from downtown, Klay Thompson's drilling 50% of his three balls in the playoffs, along with 24.5 points a night. And I'll tell you this much, the efficient three-point shooting really shouldn't come as a surprise. The Warriors are currently in the top 5 in the NBA in offensive three-point percentage. They're taking on a Denver team who struggles guarding the field goal themselves. The Nuggets are currently in the bottom 10 in defensive field goal percentage. They've also had a real tough time covering the number against Western Conference opponents this season. They're actually just 22 and 34 against the spread in that particular category I just mentioned. And that's good for only 39% in those ball games. Now, it looks like the Nuggets' biggest issue this season is their inability to close games. And what I mean by that is, well, they really tend to shut it down offensively in the second half. Denver's currently in the bottom 5 in third quarter scoring on the road. Bottom 10 in fourth quarter scoring away from home as well. When it comes to the total in this one, Denver's allowed nearly 117 points a game in their last 10 meetings with Golden State. They're also 8-2 to the over in their last 10 ball games this season. Meanwhile, the Warriors, on the other side of things, they saw 6 out of their last 7 get over the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward Golden State -9. And the over 226. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where we are currently 7-1 in our last 8 board member tier package bets following Monday's sports wagering action. I like Milwaukee -10, under 219.5. I also like Golden State -9 and the over 226. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to that membership every single day all the way through the end of April. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet that I give out on that website, you're going to want to sign up for my board member tier package. Not only do board members get access to the board member tier bet itself, you actually get access to every single package that I offer on that website every single day all the way through the end of April. It's an all-inclusive membership. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Tuesday or Wednesday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.